Jack, the truth is, we're not good enough to shoot 16 for 28 from the foul line, turn it over 17 times, in particular, turnovers that lead directly to baskets and win. And that's, I told them at halftime that they were going to come out and really compete. They made a run in the NIT a year ago by making second half comebacks. And we just, we let them right back in the game. We can't shoot 16 to 28, and we can't turn it over 17 times, particularly when we throw it to them, or they steal it from us.
During that run, did you feel like you had people trying to do too much or not play within the structure of the offense?
Truck's done that. He's done that. But, you know, I think they start making a run, and you're a senior, and you try to maybe do more than what you're capable of doing. I thought KJ and Dennis stood around on the post too much. The truck tried to make plays that wasn't there. And then all of a sudden you don't run offense. But I think that's human nature to try to, do something positive, and in the end you're not really doing anything positive. But it's human nature, I mean, to try to make a play. A lot of times plays aren't there. But, I mean, the truth is, how many shots we missed in the paint? We missed a ton of shots in the paint. Dennis gets a big-time rebound and then goes to the other side where there's nobody there and misses a layup. We can't overcome those things. We're not good enough. We shoot 2 for 12 from 3. We're just not good enough to overcome those things. I'm sorry, Mick.
Coach, you don't have much time to work on trying to correct these mistakes playing Thursday night, do you?
No, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. It's like, I think I told you last week or whenever it was, I just can't fix everything at once, you know. I told you I'd fix the rebounding. And we put a much greater emphasis on rebounding the basketball. And we out-rebounded 46 to 31. That's a good team. And they got good athletes. We got to turn them over. We've done that too. We're going to have to fix that. That's a little harder to fix because rebounding and defense, defense you got to know what you're doing, but rebounding more than probably anything is effort related. And we just had to crank up the effort, which I thought Dennis did. That's by far and away Dennis's best game. He just didn't make any shots. He didn't make the shots that he normally makes.
Bob, when Truck was having such a hard time in the second half there, did you think about taking him out?
And put in who? You stand there where I stand, look down that bench, you probably came to the same conclusion that I did. As good as Gary Brown was against Oral Roberts, he wasn't today. And you know, we say, well, he's a freshman, and what I said to them in there was, are you freshmen or are you players? You know, we played Truck, KJ, and Dev, you know, and they were players. Nobody really said, well, they're freshmen. They just looked at them as players. Now all these guys, Gary just wasn't near as assertive, didn't have the same kind of bounce. And you can't blame him on being a freshman. I guess we can, but we're gonna have a really bad year if we do that. I just said on the radio, you know, to me, turning the ball over and giving the ball to people, it's, you know, basketball's been my life. I grew up in the gym. I grew up, you know, with my father. I was in the gym, you know, when I really probably couldn't walk. He had me in the gym. It's been very, very good to me, you know. And to me, if you come try to steal my ball, I want to bust you in the mouth. You know what I mean? Not going to take my ball. My ball's been too good to me, particularly walk into my house and try to take my ball. It ain't going to go very well. And that's what I tried to explain to them, you know. That ball has gotten you this far. It's gotten you a free education, like it did me. It can take you further if you take advantage of the opportunities that you're going to be presented to you because you got that ball. Why you want somebody to come in and take it from you? I wouldn't want anybody. I don't want anybody taking my ball. Been too good to me. And that's, you know, I mean, it's maybe an oversimplification, but that's the way you gotta look at it. You know, you just didn't. We got a side out of bounds, and we don't even go get the ball. We just stand there. They throw the ball, and they run through it and score. I mean, that to me is just, I don't understand that. I don't get that. You guys saw Darius Nichols for a long time. That never happened. You saw Joe Missoula, and that never happened. Now, Missoula throw it around some. But, I mean, nobody just, I mean, he'd go get the ball. And we're not assertive enough. We're just not, we are for a little while, and then we just kind of, I saw two guys in the first half, and I knew they were going to get beat. I'm screaming at them to get in the stance. And I knew they were going to get beat because they're just standing over there resting. Sure enough, they get beat. And then we got another guy standing in the corner, and he's resting, and I'm screaming at him as loud as I can scream at him, getting the stance. And sure enough, they shoot an air ball, and his guy runs in and gets it and scores. And the first thing I said to him the very first day that we all got together in August for those practices was, if you take a play off against good teams, they're going to expose you. So if you're tired, tell me you're tired. You know, you're so much better off telling me you're tired and coming out and resting and then going back in when you're ready to go back in than you are me taking you out because you don't play hard. You know, but then again, I mean, God, we couldn't catch the ball. We couldn't. But we will get better. We'll fix it. Somehow, we'll fix it.
Coach, when you were switching defenses in the second half and then they would come up with a big shot at receiving, is that more of just not having guys in the right place, or was it, you know, maybe they just, you know, they had some experience?
Well, they have experience, but you know what, Justin, there's not a defense in the world you can play and not guard the ball. Otherwise, people just drive in and shoot layups. And we just didn't guard the ball. We didn't guard the ball in man. We didn't guard the ball in 2-3 zone. We didn't guard the ball in 1-3-1. There's no option for not guarding the ball. When your guards stand out there and let them penetrate it into the lane, bad things are going to happen. Now your bigs have to help up. That puts their bigs inside of your bigs. That's when they got offensive rebounds.
Anything else?
Well, I understand a lot of this is young guys and learning on the run and things like that, but you mentioned a couple of players standing on the post, and Dennis and Kevin and other guys trying to do too much. Is another part of this the older players learning, I don't know, how to weather some of those lulls with the younger guys, or how to play with them?
It's hard to play 3-on-5.
Right, yeah.
We'd be pretty good in a 3-on-3 game, I think. You know, the bottom line is we got to find 3 or 4 of those guys that'll play all the time. 3 or 4 of those guys that won't take plays off. 3 or 4 of those guys that'll say, hey, I'm tired, give me a blow. That'll play until I can get them a blow. That'll know what they're doing. We're 16 for 28. I took 2 freshmen out. Here's KJ and Dennis really did try today. And they're trying like crazy to rebound and miss free throws. And I got a freshman just standing over there kind of watching them. And see, to me, that's inexcusable because that's lack of effort. We're going to do some dumb stuff because we just don't know. We're going to make some bad plays. But our effort shouldn't change. Yeah. You know, they're going to look at this and say, well, we out-rebounded them. No, you didn't. Dennis and KJ did. Dennis and KJ got 33 of our 46. Be nice if somebody else helped us. AB had 4 in the first half, didn't get 1 in the second half. Be nice if somebody else helped.
Thanks, Coach.